The Regional Educational Laboratory West helps bridge education research and practice by working with partners in Arizona, California, Nevada, and Utah to address their high-leverage education needs and improve student outcomes.
REL West is one of 10 regional education laboratories in the United States. In our region specifically is California, Arizona, Utah, and Nevada. REL West is one of 10 laboratories funded by the Institute of Education Sciences at the U.S. Department of Education. And the core mission of REL West is to bridge education research, education policy, and education practice. And we do this by bringing evidence and data to bear in all education decisions.
REL West partners with key education stakeholders, including state education agencies, county offices of education, regional education agencies, school districts and charter organizations, institutions of higher education, student, family, and community organizations.
We bridge education research and practice by working with partners in the field. And partners can be anyone from folks at state departments of education, local education agencies, universities, and colleges. Every question we're focused on comes from the partnership.
Partnerships are at the core of how we do our work at REL West. So we identify needs, and we identify those needs by reaching out to stakeholders in the communities. We want to get the perspectives of various stakeholders to identify what the needs are in our region, and then identify the right opportunities to partner with entities who are ready to take on those needs and address those challenges with us as partners in the work. When we collaborate with partners, it looks like a lot of different things because we really are trying to meet the partners where they are. We work together to identify what a particular challenge, what a root cause to a challenge is. Collaboration means working side by side. So we truly do, we think of it as a shoulder-to-shoulder partnership where we look at things together, where they have expertise in their own context. We bring certain expertise as well, and we couple that to say, let's bring these two perspectives to address that issue together.
Through collaboration and partnership, REL West disseminates actionable, relevant evidence and insights pertaining to education policies and practices, conducts original, applied research to address problems of practice and policy, provides insights and solutions through training, coaching, and analytic technical support, develops practical, evidence-based resources and tools driven by the needs of educators and policymakers.
We work with them in 3 different ways. We can disseminate tools, research, and resources that's already been published so that they know the latest in different content areas that they're interested in. The second thing is we can do applied research studies with these partners. And there we work on a very localized problem that they want to know more about and they want some research evidence about. And then third, we conduct analytic technical assistance with our partners. And this is anything from training them on different research methods and designs, providing information on different educational content areas, and it's also helping them use their own data more wisely and more nimbly. Often what happens is they have a lot of information, a lot of data from a lot of sources about their students, but they need a little bit of help and guidance and resources to use it to get more actionable information in their educational context.
Local context matters so much to the way that we do our work and the outcomes that we can attain together. So sometimes, we want to take an evidence-based strategy that's worked in multiple contexts and try it in a new context. That's one way we might work together with a partner. But what's so important is that something that works in one context may not work the same in another context. If we think about the West region, it's a pretty diverse region in multiple ways. So what works well in Utah, there's elements that we can learn, but we'll have to apply it a little bit differently in, say, California or Nevada or Arizona. And so thinking about the context, not only the statewide context, but then think about the context in a school district and the unique way that work is done in a district or at a certain university.
REL West has key partnerships throughout the region that are addressing high leverage needs and providing resources to help educators support student success. For example, in California, REL West has a partnership with several colleges and universities in Northern California to assist adults who have some college credits complete their degrees or certifications. In Nevada, REL West is working with a local school district to reduce chronic absences using a multi-tiered system of supports. In Utah, REL West is working with the Utah State Board of Education to identify evidence-based strategies to increase retention of teachers within the first 5 years of their career. In Arizona, REL West is working with elementary school teachers to create a toolkit on early reading comprehension. These partnerships and other REL West partnerships are critical to help ensure the work is relevant to that state and community-specific needs.
One of the really unique things about RELs are the network that we have of RELs across the country. Because there are 9 other RELs doing similar work, we engage with the Institute of Education Sciences and our other REL colleagues to help approach these problems with innovative, engaging, equitable approaches to our work. So we're not going to partners with saying, here's something we want to try, or here's a solution we have. We co-construct that. And I think that makes the partners, they're engaged in the work in a different way because of that. What's unique about working with REL West and other RELs like us is that the work is driven by the partner's needs, and then it's approached by what will work in the partner's unique context.
Well, the ultimate goal of REL West is really to improve the educational lives of students, to improve their learning, the social emotional outcomes, the behavioral outcomes, so they could come out of school with the skills they need to lead a rich and successful life.